boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Unwrap your savings during the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi Holiday Exchange season. Drive home a new 2025 Outlander for 0% APR for 60 months, or get an Outlander PHEV for 0% APR for 72 months. Upgrade today during the year-end sales event. Your deal, your way. What a great day at Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi. Call 724-209-8075 for offer details.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bet, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply. An app only.
HD1 Pittsburgh.
An Odyssey Sports Station. Live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios. North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. Now for the Gherkin Roofing and Contracting Call the Pickle Today Traffic Center.
Getting a report for an accident on 79 southbound in Marshall Township right after the 76 split. On the Voice of Pittsburgh 100.1 FM and AM 1020, I'm Margot Renzel.
HD1 Pittsburgh.
An Odyssey Sports Station. Live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios. North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the
Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's time for the Jeff Capel Show. The Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network is brought to you by UPMC Health Plan, official health plan of Pitt Athletics, GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community service since 1892, and by Pepsi. This is the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
It is the Jeff Capel Show. Jeff Hathorn with the head coach of the Panthers, Jeff Capel. Last night, an impressive offensive performance against Binghamton. What do you take from that victory?
Well, number one, it's great to win. It's great to feel like this again, and I thought we did a really good job offensively. I thought we shared the basketball. The ball had energy, and I thought that led to the shots that we got, and then we were able to make them because we got great quality shots. Hopefully that becomes contagious, playing the right way. I thought we played with better pace. I think we've been doing that the past few games, playing with better pace, but to be able to make shots like this, to get guys extended minutes that we're going to need going forward, I thought we did a good job of screening, and I thought we did a really good job of executing.
You mentioned guys getting minutes. 4 freshmen got to play a number of minutes, especially center Kieran Mullen, and the importance of him having an opportunity like that.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's going to be huge for us. He's going to be a guy going forward that we need to give us really good minutes. I thought he rebounded well. I thought his ball screen defense was really good. I thought he did a great job of screening. And as he continues to grow in confidence, I think he'll finish around the rim more because he's a really athletic kid. He wants to be good. He's really hard on himself. We have to constantly tell him to pick your head up. His teammates believe in him. We believe in him. And it was great to see him play extended minutes tonight.
How about Makari Moore? How much has he developed in what you're doing, especially through practices, more than the game action he's had?
Yeah, no question. Mac's going to be a good player for us. I mean, he works really hard. He's a good defender. He's a great kid. He wants to be good. He's competitive. And to be able to get him minutes like this and for him to play well. You know, he had a bonehead foul at the end of the first half last night. It's a play that we've talked to him about over and over in practice when we've done game situations. He's committed the exact same foul. But I thought he really did a great job in the second half of attacking, making great reads. You know, it's interesting. I had a kid that played for me my second year at VCU, and he started as a walk-on. I think the first 3 or 4 games he got DNPs. And we were playing, I think we were playing the University of Richmond, which was a rival game. And I put him in towards the end, the last 5-6 minutes. He played his butt off. We were getting our tails beat. He earned minutes. In the next game, I played him a little bit more earlier, and he played his butt off. I'm not sure if he scored in either of the games, but he defended. It was a toughness. Played him more the next game. And by the 4th game after finally started playing him, I started him at LaSalle. We were playing against Gary Neal, who was one of the best scorers in the country. And he defended him. He hit the game-winning shot, and he started the rest of the year, ended up being a 1,000-point scorer. And so you never know. You got to make the most of your minutes when you're in there. And I thought Mac did a good job of that last night.
What's it tell you about your group that you shared the basketball as well as you did? Did it tell you there was some trust there amongst the guys that they're willing to do that?
Yeah, you know, we've really tried to emphasize that in practice over and over. We've done it in games at times. We haven't done it at times. You know, one of the things about our team is at times guys want to do well so bad, and sometimes we call it hero ball. Like you just think, I got to be the guy. But the play is the play. Just make the play that's right in front of you. And I thought it became contagious last night when we started doing it at the beginning, guys making shots, and I thought everyone did a good job of it.
All right, coming up, the Panthers are on break from school, soon a brief Christmas break. Where can they grow during that time? It's the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell us a story about Ted?
There once was a Clearview expert named Ted who helped a family plan for their future ahead. A savings account started their journey to grow.
Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Is your business looking for local and national health coverage? If you have more than 50 employees, UPMC Health Plan has something new for you. UPMC National Access. UPMC National Access gives employees access to the top-ranked doctors and hospitals of UPMC, along with nationwide access through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. For the quality, affordable coverage that your company deserves, locally and nationally, choose UPMC Health Plan.
A bicentennial isn't measured in years alone, but in progress. And KeyBank has been there to celebrate yours, building homes, businesses, and communities together, bringing new opportunities to generation after generation. For 200 years, KeyBank's been meeting you in the moments that matter most. Here's to 2 centuries of service and counting. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Hey Pitt fans, at LB Foster Company, we innovate to solve global infrastructure challenges. Our technology and product-based solutions support both efficient rail transportation and public infrastructure. We work hard every day to help keep our world moving. If you'd like to join our team or want to learn more about us, please check us out at lbfoster.com. Thanks, and hail to Pitt. Thinking about selling your home? With RE/MAX Select Realty, you're not just getting an agent, you're getting a powerhouse team backed by the #1 name in real estate. Our proven marketing, expert negotiators, and cutting-edge technology mean your home sells faster and for top dollar. Trust the brand with global reach and local expertise. When it comes to selling your biggest investment, don't settle. Select the best. RE/MAX Select Realty, official real estate partner of Pitt Athletics.
UPMC believes that not having a place to call home is as much of a health emergency as anything else. That's why we're working to increase access to affordable and stable housing across Pennsylvania by partnering with local organizations. Because life-changing is helping you before you ever walk in our doors. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
Oh, Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes! She's a genius!
Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Let's return to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
We're back here on the Jeff Capel Show. We'll talk about Penn State a little later in the show, but after that game, you get a few days for Christmas. What's the impact of that for players and coaches?
Well, I've always tried, since I've been a head coach here at Pitt, and I got this when I went back and worked at Duke, we've always tried to play a game a little bit earlier because I think it's really important for families to be together over Christmas, even if you don't celebrate it. You know, I think it's really important to be with family. Basketball is such a different sport on the collegiate level because we're the only sport that encompasses 2 semesters. You know, if you make a New Year's bowl game now or you're in the playoff, then maybe you can encompass 2. But so we don't really get a Thanksgiving break. We don't get a fall break because we're practicing, where all other students and other sports, they get that. And so we try to give our guys a break. So we'll play Penn State on the 21st. It's an early game. Right after the game, we'll have some guys, we'll drop them off at the airport at Harrisburg. We already have flights for them for that evening. They'll get out and they'll get home. We'll get back on the 26th. So they'll get a pretty good break to get away, to get a break, to kind of recharge and reset. And then we'll come back and get ready for conference play. So I think it's really important.
And then when they get back, they don't have to deal with school. Is that time where you see guys just have that opportunity to just focus on
Yeah, you know, you can get multiple practices in a day. You can get multiple workouts in. You can get individual work because you don't have class. You don't have schedules. You don't have that. They're on our schedule, and we're excited about it. We're excited to get in and get some work in and obviously to get the conference play.
Does it feel like you're starting to get to conference play?
It's crazy, man. It feels like it's flown by. It's amazing that we're almost at Christmas. It's amazing that the semester's already over. Guys are done with exams. You know, this can be the tough part for a player because you're the only ones on campus. There's no one else on campus. But it gives you a chance to focus and to lock in and to really work on your game.
All right, coming up, he started as a manager and has continued as a valuable piece of this program. Robert Blouse helps explain what he does to help current and future Panthers. That's next on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Do you desire a career in the electrical industry, have a strong work ethic, and take pride in your work? Well, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Number 5 has immediate opportunities for you. Earn industry-leading wages and benefits, including health care for your family, retirement packages, continuing education programs, pathways for advancement, and so much more. For information, call 412-432-1400 or visit us online at ibw5.org. today.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
At Giant Eagle, we believe in better, and that includes finding more ways to help you save. Because finding a good deal is everyone's deal. Because every dollar and every moment counts. Because value you can count on is priceless. On sale this season at Giant Eagle, you'll find lower prices to the end of the year on favorites like Honeycrisp apples, Oreo cookies, eggs, and more. Giant Eagle, because it matters. Limited time only through 12/31/25. Prices and participation may vary.
Need a slam dunk snack for game day? Pitt Panther Paws are here to deliver, bringing hometown flavor with every bite. Buttery caramel, chopped pecans, a mini pretzel, and smooth milk chocolate come together for the perfect balance of sweet and salty, just like a buzzer-beating victory. From tip-off to final whistle, keep your crowd cheering with a snack made for champions. Available now at a Cirrus Candies retailer near you. Hey Pitt fans, at LB Foster Company, we innovate to solve global infrastructure challenges. Our technology and product-based solutions support both efficient rail transportation and public infrastructure. We work hard every day to help keep our world moving. If you'd like to join our team or want to learn more about us, please check us out at lbfoster.com. Thanks, and hail to Pitt.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Jeff Capel Show. We are joined by Robert Bloss, the Assistant Director of Recruiting and Video. So, we mentioned your title. Describe what the Assistant Director of Recruiting and Video does here for the program.
Man, that's a loaded question. A little bit of everything. With video, I do a lot of practice breakdown for the coaches, coding practices, running analytics, just a variety of different things that help add value to our staff and evaluating our players and trying to make adjustments with wherever coaches are looking into. And then with recruiting, more so when guys get on campus, overseeing and helping with the visits, and just trying to help get guys here and sell them on the program and why coach is a great fit for them.
When you put together videos, is it specific players that you're putting in? Is it groups? Is it, how do you arrange or how do you determine what video goes where?
Are you saying for more stuff for practice?
Yeah, after a practice. Like, are you doing it for the players to look at things that they did, coaches in specific groups? How do you break that down?
So with the players going through practice, the things they may have messed up on or they want to make adjustments to, they'll be able to access that on their phone and look back and see what they want to see from practice. With the coaches, more so just looking, making everything more efficient so that they can look at, if we had a live segment or if there are things that they also saw they want to change, it's more disposable to them.
How many cameras are at practice? Is it just a standard camera from the top, or are there cameras throughout a specific practice?
So we have a sideline camera like you would see on TV, and we also have baseline cameras that they just give you a different view just to see spacing on the court and where guys need to be. But we do have multiple cameras that we use.
So how much video are you pouring through to edit these things down?
I would say practice usually runs 1, 2, 3 hours, depending on where we're at in the season. But basically, like I said, going through and just making it the parts where we actually go live, or the actual clips that we want to review, having that all together in an efficient way so that it saves our coaches and players time.
I've had the opportunity to fill in for Bill Hillgrove, and I see the coaches already on the plane looking at video. Is that something where you're trying to, hey, turn something around, here's where you could find some video so they can look at it while it's fresh in their mind?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest thing is just having the video accessible to them right away so that, with being in season, we have 2-game turnarounds. Right after the game ends, we're already looking back to see what feedback we can give to the guys. Coach usually shows feedback. But after that, it's also we have a scouting director, Billy, having video accessible to the coaches right after the game so that whoever our upcoming opponent is, they can start, reviewing film and getting ready for the upcoming game.
We're joined by Robert Bloss, who started as a manager and is now assisting with recruiting and video. How long did it take you to kind of figure out what the coaches want from a video standpoint?
I would say the biggest thing, even for I kind of learned it as a manager, was if there's any way you can add value and just be like a Swiss Army knife with whatever is needed to be done, just being available to do it and doing it to the best of your ability. So there might be things that I might not be covering, but I noticed that coaches could use, and I would find a way to figure out how to implement that into our workflows. But I would say that's the biggest thing, is just there's everything, whether it be recruiting, there's film breakdown, just what are ways you can do it better and just doing it to the best.
Coach has told us that he likes to throw out inspirational videos. whether it's from a movie or from a boxing match or something. Like, do you help him out with that too?
Actually, that's our creative Charles. He does a great job for us. But he's a little bit quicker with creating hype videos and being able to do that. He has a great background in that. When I was earlier on as a grad assistant, I helped with that with players. If certain guys might be in a little funk or need a little confidence, just throwing together some clips of like what they are good at doing and just reminding them of that. But yeah, there's a mix of people that help with that. Billy, Charles, and I will take part in that. But yeah.
Robert, we talked to Barry Dunning Jr. a couple of weeks ago, and he, in his freshman year, I believe it was at Arkansas, won a hula contest. And he admitted that when they went to film study a day or two later, that they had interjected little things of him hula dancing into the practice video. Have you ever taken funny stuff and put it in the videos?
No, I wouldn't say that as much. When we get into the film room, it's kind of more so like we review practice, review the games and everything, but it's more so like this is where we really need to lock in. And so we've done it that way. But in the summer, if there's little parts here and there that you can, just to have, it's not every, work.
Break it up.
Yeah, break it up a little bit. Work's supposed to be, do it to your best ability, but also make it, enjoyable at the same.
What's it like for you? I know you're not over their shoulder watching them watch videos, but to see them maybe instantly look at it and go like, the impact that a video can make as a guy is trying to learn through something.
Yeah, I'll say like it's just like anything else. Like you really need to take the time to what you see on the court is not exactly what we see on film. Sometimes in games where we feel like we're right there's little things throughout the game that we didn't see right away, but when you watch the film back, you see. And that's why it's just super important to have that aspect to just how you study and work to get better, because just seeing it again, repeatedly, and studying it, that's how you're going to get better as a player and as a coach too.
Yeah, all right, coming up, we're going to talk about the recruiting aspect of your job, plus what you learned being a student manager. We are talking to the Assistant Director of Recruiting and Video, Robert Bloss, here on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
At PNC Bank, they pride themselves on being boring. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to serve up brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. As a proud sponsor of Pitt Athletics, PNC digs your passion for winning. That's why they have dedicated teams throughout Pittsburgh, all ready to do the boring work to help set you up for success. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pete and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
The holidays can feel overwhelming. Instead of material items, give the gift of connection with a GBU Life social membership. Social members gain access to volunteer opportunities, community events, and experiences that inspire all year long. It's a meaningful way to be part of a community that values giving back. This year, share something truly meaningful. Give a GBU Life social membership. Learn more at gbu.org/gift. GBU Life is a marketing name for GBU Financial Life in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Social membership is valid for 1 year with renewals available for $25. Purchase of life insurance or annuities is not required.
Need a slam dunk snack for game day? Pitt Panther Paws are here to deliver, bringing hometown flavor with every bite. Buttery caramel, chopped pecans, a mini pretzel, and smooth milk chocolate come together for the perfect balance of sweet and salty, just like a buzzer-beating victory. From tip-off to final whistle, keep your crowd cheering with a snack made for champions. Available now at a Sarah's Candies retailer near you.
At UPMC, we believe care goes beyond our walls and into our communities. That's why we support organizations and individuals who help people prosper by giving them skills and training for employment, including right here at UPMC. Because life-changing is providing people a chance to grow. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC, life-changing medicine.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
Let's return to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
And back with Robert Blows, the Assistant Director of Recruiting and Video here at the University of Pittsburgh. First off, where did you come from? Like, where did you grow up?
I'm from a little town called Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. It's in Lehigh Valley, Allentown area, eastern PA. When I first got started, I worked at a community college for a year as a manager. Always wanted to go to a D1 university and be a manager and just help out with the basketball program. And found my way here in 2019, my junior year in undergrad.
Did you play in high school?
I wasn't a player. I went to a pretty big high school, and a lot of the guys that played on that team were ended up being D1 players. Went to American and Lafayette. Wasn't that good, but
you love the game.
I love the game and want to be around it.
Where did the love of the game come from?
I would say when I first started watching March Madness, there was actually it was in 2015 when Duke won the national championship. It was something about the togetherness that that team had that I was like, how cool would it be to be a part of a program like that? And seeing Coach Capel when he was there and seeing that he went to Pitt, played a role in me coming here, and also just wanting to be a part of that and eventually grow into a role that I could maybe do that one day.
You mentioned Swiss Army knife. I don't know if there is a more important Swiss Army knife here than Brian Regan and what he does as director of basketball operations. One of the things is lining up managers. What was that first meeting with Brian like, and what was that process like of finally getting this opportunity to be a manager while you were in school?
Man, I was super nervous because when I went to community college, I really wanted to be a manager at a D1 university. So when I was there, I was like, man, I hope I get the opportunity to do it. And definitely, Brian felt me out to see if I was a good candidate to be in the position, but eventually he allowed me to step into that role, and here I am.
I don't know if we have enough time to describe the duties of a student manager with a basketball program, but can you give just a quick idea of some of the things that managers are responsible for on a day-to-day basis?
I'll say setting up practice. I have a couple managers help me with film. They're great. Always cool people to talk to, seeing how their lives are going in college as well. But I would say just setting up practice and whatever's needed. If they need to throw a basketball out, they need to clean up sweat, they need to fill water balls, being just versatile in that area. But I think the biggest thing is just showing up each and every day. I learned that trait just being a manager, that whether things are going well or bad, you got to be consistent. You need come in early with a smile on your face and get to work.
I believe the head coach of the Heat started as a video guy and didn't play and won a world championship, was one of the best coaches in the NBA. What have you learned in the last few years about the game, and do you aspire to be a coach? What would you like to do in your future?
So first part of that question, I would say goes back to just being versatile and just whatever is needed to be done, wherever you can add value, helping in those areas, and just continuing to learn and get better is going to help you get into one of those roles. Quick little story, I talked to somebody who worked with the Pelicans. He ended up being my assistant GM, and he started out going to pick guys up from the airport and getting coffee. So, no role is too small. Just do it to the best of your ability and show up with a smile on your face. But eventually, I would love to do, I think the game's going more towards hiring general managers and acquiring talent through the transfer portal and high schoolers. So I'm more of that realm. But, yeah.
So let's jump into this. Jane Kuntz is brought in.
Yep.
How is that relationship? He seems like a fairly aggressive guy in terms of how he talks and expectations and things like that.
Yeah, Jay's awesome. Super cool. When he first got here, he took me, he understood that I wanted to do what he's doing eventually one day, and he took me under his wing, and he gave me opportunities just to see things in a different light. But also, like, I want to do a really good job for him because I want this, I love this university. I went to this university, and I really want to see this place get it back to what it was and be really a powerhouse again.
You mentioned, and we're joined by Robert Blows, you mentioned your passion for the university. When you're talking to recruits are on campus, and maybe a recruit or a family member pulls you aside and say, hey, give me the real deal. Like, what do you tell them about what's special about Pitt?
I'll say it all stems from the top, like Coach Capel. His ability to develop relationships with guys and the players that we've had here and maintain those relationships. I think that's the thing that he really enjoys about his job, is actually like seeing those guys be successful down the road, not just here, but also have a great career here. So I would say the coach to start is like the real deal. Like he's really about having good relationships and seeing those guys be successful. And on top of that, like I've been here when it's been really, really good. And like, I think that's something that, that it gives you the city feel that like an NBA team would give you, being in college, and also gives you the other things that, Steelers and.
No, you mentioned like the Steelers, like the NBA, but do you find that when recruits come here, that most of the time they're like, man, I didn't realize all that. I thought of Pittsburgh as like old Pittsburgh, not what the city has to offer now.
So a lot of the people when they come here, when they go through the tunnel, they're shocked about how beautiful the city really is. On top of, it's a hidden gem that not many people know about. So there's definitely like just giving, when they're on the visit, the experience of seeing the different neighborhoods, seeing the pro stadiums, the food scenery, and just giving them an entire feel for the city. Everybody's shocked and didn't know it was, here.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those great years, that NCAA tournament run. What a unique collection of players. What was that season like, being a part of that?
Once again, going back to when I first, wanted to get into this, was like the brotherhood that some of those teams have. That team had it. All those guys, when we started off the season, we lost a couple games early, and all those guys showed up the same way with positive energy, and nothing changed. And that's why, like, when we got to ACC play, it didn't surprise anybody because we were still in a good spot even when we weren't doing well to begin with. And the maturity and just the love those guys have with one another, that's what made that team so special. And it was so cool to be around.
Yeah, and it can absolutely be that way again. A big recruiting class is coming in. How excited are you? And is it tough? Like, you sign these guys, it's like, man, I want to see these guys in action. And those three that are coming in next year should make a big impact.
Yeah, all those guys are great kids, and that's probably the most rewarding thing about this job, is being able to make an impact and have relationships with good people. And that's probably the most exciting thing is, yes, they're extremely talented, and they have really good upside, but they're really good people, and they have great families that would be really cool to share that experience with, especially coming in the door next year.
Robert, enjoyed it. Happy holiday.
Yep, happy holiday.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Another valuable piece of the Panthers program, the job of strength and conditioning coach. We'll talk to Vincent Williams and how he motivates the team as we continue on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. Life moves fast, but planning ahead doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, Bill. That's why NSS Life offers affordable life insurance and reliable annuities you can count on.
It's the peace of mind you've been looking for.
Because you're not just planning for tomorrow, you're building a future that lasts a lifetime.
NSS Life. Secure today, confident tomorrow.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Hon, is your new pinball machine in our budget?
KeyBank will meet you in that our money is now our money moment.
Actually, our banker Steve recommended we start a joint checking account for bills and keep our individual accounts for things like, pinball machines.
Did someone say Banker Steve? I was in the neighborhood, in case you had any checking account questions.
Steve, you're always there for us. Now, how quickly can we open that account?
Steve, are you seeing this?
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank, member FDIC.
Do you desire a career in the electrical industry, have a strong work ethic, and take pride in your work? Well, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Number 5 has immediate opportunities for you. Earn industry-leading wages and benefits, including health care for your family, retirement packages, continuing education programs, pathways for advancement, and so much more. For information, call 412-432-1400 or visit us online at ibw5.org today.
Is your business looking for local and national health coverage? If you have more than 50 employees, UPMC Health Plan has something new for you. UPMC National Access. UPMC National Access gives employees access to the top-ranked doctors and hospitals of UPMC, along with nationwide access through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. For the quality, affordable coverage that your company deserves, locally and nationally, choose UPMC Health Plan. Thinking about selling your home? With RE/MAX Select Realty, you're not just getting an agent, you're getting a powerhouse team backed by the #1 name in real estate. Our proven marketing, expert negotiators, and cutting-edge technology mean your home sells faster and for top dollar. Trust the brand with global reach and local expertise. When it comes to selling your biggest investment, don't settle. Select the best. RE/MAX Select Realty, official real estate partner of Pitt Athletics.
The holidays can feel overwhelming. Instead of material items, give the gift of connection with a GBU Life social membership. Social members gain access to volunteer opportunities, community events, and experiences that inspire all year long. It's a meaningful way to be part of a community that values giving back. This year, share something truly meaningful. Give a GBU Life social membership. Learn more at gbu.org/gift. GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Social membership is valid for 1 year with renewals available for $25. Purchase of life insurance or annuities is not required.
Let's return to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
We're back and joined by Vincent Williams, the head strength and conditioning coach here at the University of Pittsburgh. I'm going to start out with this. How do you describe your relationship with the players?
Constant. Very constant. They probably see me more than they see their coaches, our coaches on the coaching staff. From off-season to preseason to 6 a.m. conditioning to lifting to in practice to post-practice. So one word I could use is constant.
So being around these guys, do you learn what motivates each one of them? Do you have a standard way that you treat? How do you deal with that?
Absolutely. My mom has a saying. She says that the closer you get somebody, you start to see the freckles that they have. So obviously being around them so much, you know what state of mind they're in before you even speak a word to them. You know, it's kind of like a sixth sense almost, just being around them so much. So each guy's different. You learn each guy. You learn how to motivate them. You learn what gets them going and things of that nature. That's just a byproduct of just spending so much time together.
What do you learn about these players when they're straining for the last couple of reps and some of the things you put them through?
You learn who wants it. You learn who's really here, who's about the right stuff. Those summer sessions, we're going, high volume sessions, the last sprint in conditioning, all of those things add up, and then a great part about it is that's how you measure progress, right? So it's like the first conditioning session, they might have failed out. By the time you get to the end of summer, is there progress and things of that nature? And how they finish sessions. So you can gauge where they're at, and you can also gauge their progress.
We're joined by head strength and conditioning coach Vincent Williams here on the Jeff Capel Show. We hear a lot about summer workouts. Can you give us they're all over the table about things that these guys are doing. Can you give us an idea about some of the things that occur outside of the basketball season to set you up for success?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we like to do is we take a look at our whole summer. And we try to we try to see where the guys are at and how much time we have in the summer, and then that determines how far we'll go. So we're working on everything from conditioning to body comp to strength, power, speed, movement. You have a lot of time. That's one of the things that I appreciate about the college setting. You have so much time. You have so much time with them. So our summers have ranged anywhere from 6 weeks to 10 weeks. And you're looking at, 5 days a week. That's so much time that you have. So We take a step back, look and see what we have and see what we need to improve, and then that's kind of how we go about it.
What do players like more, strength or conditioning?
Ooh, strength for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that was.
Yeah,
running isn't one of the fun things.
Yeah, they definitely enjoy strength more. The thing they enjoy most is the before and after. So we take before and after pictures. We start at the beginning of summer. We have guys take the shirt off, obviously, so we can track progress. So they definitely like seeing the work they put in, seeing it tangible at the end of summer. But one of the things they don't realize is the conditioning part plays a huge part in that, dropping body fat, adding lean mass, and things of that nature. So that also plays a huge part.
Is there a phrase that you use or phrases that you use to motivate guys?
Ooh, what's my go-to phrase? There's so many. I would just say never get too high, never get too low. Like that is, especially with a long training block in the summer, long season, things of that nature. You know, the tendency, especially guys in this phase of their life, 18, 22, 24, is to get carried away with whatever's in front of you. But you just want to also make sure you're staying constant throughout the journey.
What is a drill where players get the most excited, and where's one where you hear the most groans?
Probably two head stores. Our bike conditioning, you probably get both, which is probably a good thing. So you get the most excited, and then we get the most groans. What we do, this is a bike sprint. We hook each guy up to a heart rate monitor, and we have that displayed on the screen. And we'll do head to head. So like same way you would play ones, this is kind of our version of ones. And the guy that gets the highest heart rate. Usually,
is it like a tournament where you set guys up against each other?
Yeah, so we'll do teams. Yeah, so we'll do like if we got 14 guys, we'll do 7 and 7. Each guy, if you win a round, you get to call out who you want from the next team, from the opposite team, and it's just head to head, mano a mano. Bike sprints 30 seconds. Whoever finishes with the highest heart rate at the end of 30, we count it, and the point goes to that team. And then obviously, if it's 7, best first 4 to 4. Wins the round, and we'll play games with it, best out of 5, best out of 7, things of that nature.
Vincent, how important is that though to have something to kind of keep them not even thinking about what they're doing, but maybe that competition motivates them to do stuff they wouldn't do?
It's a great lesson because one of the things that we see often when we do specifically that conditioning drill is every time a guy looks up, their heart rate drops, but the guy who just looks down and just goes as hard as possible for the full 30 seconds, 9 times out of 10 will win the round. So it's just a great lesson. They'll think they're going hard, they look up, they lose focus, boom, the heart rate drops, but meanwhile the next guy's going, and things of that nature. So it's a great lesson in that.
You mentioned guys with the before and after for a season.
Yeah.
What's the satisfaction for you when you see guys maybe realize what they've done has helped them on the court?
Absolutely. For me, it's everything, honestly, because you see it when they don't see it, right? So like for example, like Barry was here with me the longest after he got out the portal and came and signed. He's been here the longest. So the gift is almost like a gift. You put him through what you put him through in the summer. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. But you put them through what you put them through in the summer, and then at the end, one of the sayings I have is "Thank me later." So in that situation, for him, come in at the beginning of the 12-week summer that he had, show him what he was at, to see him now. At the end of summer, to see him now and how he's performing on the court is very rewarding.
Vincent, you work with the Sixers and Wizards.
Yes.
What did you learn from those experiences?
That constant piece. Just being constant. Those guys are elite caliber basketball players, but at the same time, their attention to detail and how constant they are with it day in and day out. Seeing Bradley Beal, Tyrese Maxey, vet like a Tobias Harris. Just how constant they are day in and day out. Again, they're top of the top skill wise, but the work that they put in behind it. That's the biggest takeaway for me.
Quick aside, how do guys get through an 82-game season? Plus playoffs.
No, the year I was in Philly, we played 100 games. There is a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we would be here another 5-10 minute spots, probably 2 or 3 of them, if we talked about all the detail that goes into it. But I mean, it all starts in the off season. Like if I were to give one thing, you know, it all starts with a guy's off season and what his off season looks like to prepare for the rigors through an 82, you know, preseason, playoffs, all of those things, practices, travel, all that stuff. It all starts with your off season.
All right, coming up, we're heading into the holidays. Players get a couple of days off. I want to hear what your advice is to them and maybe some good advice for us on what we should do during the holidays. We're joined by Pitt head strength and conditioning coach Vincent Williams here on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
At Giant Eagle, we believe in better, and that includes finding more ways to help you save. Because finding a good deal is everyone's deal. Because every dollar and every moment counts. Because value you can count on is priceless. On sale this season at Giant Eagle, you'll find lower prices to the end of the year on favorites like Honeycrisp apples, Oreo cookies, eggs, and more. Giant Eagle, because it matters. Limited time only through 12/31/25. Prices and participation may vary.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We believe healthcare should treat the whole person and the whole community. At UPMC, we aim to do just that by partnering with organizations that help bring fresh and healthy food to the people who need it most. Because life-changing is caring for you before you ever walk in our doors. Learn more at upmc.com/community impact. UPMC. Life-changing medicine.
As on the basketball court, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win with your financial goals. Their financial advisors use a proven wealth optimization system with a focus on retirement distribution strategy and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jks-financial.nm.com.
Post-Gazette sports reporters Noah Hiles and Chris Carter follow your Pitt Panthers like they're on man-to-man coverage. They're the best duo in the city for game summary, stats, and insider info for the Oakland Zoo and all fans. Catch the action on the North Shore Drive podcast and drop a line in their mailbag. And don't forget to follow coverage all season long in the Post-Gazette. Read about wins at the Pitt and on the road from the preseason all the way to the ACC Championship.
Is your business looking for local and national health coverage? If you have more than 50 employees, UPMC Health Plan has something new for you. UPMC National Access. UPMC National Access gives employees access to the top-ranked doctors and hospitals of UPMC, along with nationwide access through the Cigna Healthcare PPO network. For the quality, affordable coverage that your company deserves, locally and nationally, choose UPMC Health Plan.
Back to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
We're joined by Vincent Williams, the Panthers head strength and conditioning coach. We are heading into holiday break after a few more days. What do you tell the guys? It's just like, hey, get some rest, catch up. What do you want them to do over the time they're not with you?
Well, fortunate holiday break's only 4 days for us. So that's probably like the tip of the iceberg. But it's about balance, right? Like we'll play, we'll play Penn State on Sunday. Guys will travel home. So it's about balance. So you get 4 days. Take 2 days, especially if you're, a guy playing heavy minutes, logging heavy minutes and things of that nature. If your guy does not log in as many minutes as a guy who needs to continue to improve, maybe you take 1 day, So it's about balance and just figuring out where you're at. But definitely after the second day, that's when you start your ramp-up process again. So that's what I'm telling them. I'll give them exactly what I want them to do depending on each guy. Each guy will have a different focus. But again, fortunate enough, they're only gone 4 days. So whatever they're doing, it'll be pretty short term.
So you tell them some workouts, some things that they can do on their own.
Yes. So we'll give. We're trying to maintain shape. Obviously, you don't want to sit around for 4 days. So a lot of the things that I'll give them will be based on making sure they achieve the same heart rates and same outputs that they would on a basketball court. And then from a training standpoint, from a strength training standpoint, there's different areas that we need to tighten up as we go into conference play. We're sort of moving into a different phase of training as well. So we've been working on it. They'll have an idea of what it is that they need to do. And then they'll start with that at home, and then we'll continue with it when we get back.
For you, Vincent, is it trial and error trying to figure out like how hard do I work them in between games, in between days off? Like, how have you found the balance of where you need to be?
Yeah, we're fortunate enough. We have a lot of technology that helps aid in that process. So I have my coach's eye. Again, I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of have an idea subjectively. And then what I just look at is I look at our numbers, that the data that we use, and then try to marry the two to make sure what I'm seeing subjectively is also happening from our technology. So it's a merging of the two.
You mentioned we're joined by Vincent Williams, the head strength and conditioning coach here at the University of Pittsburgh. You mentioned a few minutes ago how you get close with these guys, and this is the time of year where you think a lot about family. How much are these guys family for you?
Oh, man. Yeah, my son will come after games. He'll come in the summer. My son asks me about them more than he asks me about me, how I'm doing. So they become like little brothers, almost. I'm probably I'm on the other side of our coaching staff. I'm on the younger side for our coaching staff. So I wouldn't say son, but more like a little brother, little cousin.
Do you find that guys, they trust in you because of the stuff you guys do? Do you all have conversations beyond just basketball?
Yeah, they definitely respond to the investment that I make. That's one thing I'll say, like when you spend so much time around them. One of the things I tell them, which was very frank, is I see them more than I see my own family. And they respond to it, which I'm grateful for. So, yeah, they do definitely become my family.
What does that do for you?
It's rewarding, is why I got into it. Again, I didn't know I wanted to be a strength coach. I kind of knew my personality, and I really like working with people and just the joy you get from seeing people improve. So merging my love of training with my love of basketball, with my love of people, that's kind of why I'm here now.
You've been here, we're coming up on 5 years soon. How have you found Pittsburgh?
I love it, man. Coming from Philly, it's much slower than Philly, but it still has the same passion.
We like to use the word friendlier.
Good call, yeah. So still the same passion from the same passion from the fans and things of the nature that you would have in the Philly, even from my hometown, Washington D.C. That same passion that there is for sports, but it's kind of a perfect merging. It fits my personality well, I'll say that.
All right, for anyone that's listening that might overindulge over the holidays, there's a lot out there. What's some good advice for us to kind of get back on the wagon when everybody has a resolution about starting January 1st?
Got you. We'll go with three things. Number one, start slow. Start slow. Number two, don't drink your calories. And number three, there's no such thing as a bad workout. How about that?
All right. Number two is going to be an issue, but I'm with you on 1 and 3. Hey, Vincent, thanks for taking time.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. When we come back, we'll talk to Jeff about facing Penn State Sunday at noon in Hershey on the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Mom, can you tell us a story about Ted?
There once was a Clearview expert named Ted who helped a family plan for their future ahead. A savings account started their journey to grow.
Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Thinking about selling your home? With RE/MAX Select Realty, you're not just getting an agent, you're getting a powerhouse team backed by the #1 name in real estate. Our proven marketing, expert negotiators, and cutting-edge technology mean your home sells faster and for top dollar. Trust the brand with global reach and local expertise. When it comes to selling your biggest investment, don't settle. Select the best. RE/MAX Select Realty, official real estate partner of Pitt Athletics.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. Life moves fast, but planning ahead doesn't have to be complicated.
Exactly, Bill. That's why NSS Life offers affordable life insurance and reliable annuities you can count on.
It's the peace of mind you've been looking for.
Because you're not just planning for tomorrow, you're building a future that lasts a lifetime.
NSS Life. Secure today, confident tomorrow.
NSS Life, where family matters.
At PNC Bank, they pride themselves on being boring. For nearly 160 years, they've quietly toiled away to serve up brilliant results for their equally brilliant clients. As a proud sponsor of Pitt Athletics, PNC digs your passion for winning. That's why they have dedicated teams throughout Pittsburgh, all ready to do the boring work to help set you up for success. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association. Need a slam dunk snack for game day? Pitt Panther Paws are here to deliver, bringing hometown flavor with every bite. Buttery caramel, chopped pecans, a mini pretzel, and smooth milk chocolate come together for the perfect balance of sweet and salty, just like a buzzer-beating victory. From tip-off to final whistle, keep your crowd cheering with a snack made for champions. Available now at a Sarah's Candies retailer near you. Hey Pitt fans, at L.B. Foster Company, we innovate to solve global infrastructure challenges. Our technology and product-based solutions support both efficient rail transportation and public infrastructure. We work hard every day to help keep our world moving. If you'd like to join our team or want to learn more about us, please check us out at lbfoster.com. Thanks, and hail to Pitt.
Hey, who's that girl helping you with your draft picks?
Oh, that's my Clearview expert, Jen. What do you always say, Jen?
Diversify your lineup, just like your investment portfolio.
Yes! She's a genius!
Financial advice is closer than you think. Clearview, clearly different.
Let's return to the Jeff Capel Show on the Pitt Radio Network.
All right, we're back with head coach Jeff Capel, and Penn State is on the schedule, which I know gets fans very excited. How did this game come together that you guys are playing in Hershey?
Well, Mike and I have known each other for a while. When I was the head coach at VCU, he was the head coach at Randolph-Macon, which is right there. And when I was at VCU, we didn't have a practice gym. And every year when we were getting ready for the CAA tournament, there was a robotics convention in our arena. So we had nowhere to practice. So we would always practice at Randolph-Macon. Throughout that time, I would go watch Mike practice. Mike would come over and watch us. So we had a relationship. Actually, right at the end of my last year at VCU, before I left to go to Oklahoma, I had made a change on my staff. I had, gotten rid of a guy, and Mike was the guy that I was most likely going to hire. So I've known him since then. We've stayed in touch. Obviously, he's an outstanding coach. He did a great job at Rice, did an unbelievable job at VCU, and is doing a really good job at Penn State. Mike and I saw each other this summer out on the road recruiting. We text throughout the year in support of each other, and it actually started on text during the summer, during the spring, saw each other on summer, talked about it, tried to make it neutral, wanted to do it where we split the money for NIL. That's a big thing now. And so that's how the game came about. We're excited about it. Get to play another in-state team, another team that's a rival, and hopefully it's a great game.
All right, I can feel the fans shouting at the radio. Does that mean we're going to see more of these type of matchups?
Hopefully, as we go forward, we'll look at scheduling and figure out. Obviously, we'll have Villanova back here next year. We'll see if we do something, continue something with Penn State. I think I've said this since I've been here. This is the first year we've done it, but getting the old Big East team, I think that's something that, we did Providence in the exhibition game, and we'll have Villanova back here next year, and so that is something we could look to do.
Just looking at the stats, this Penn State team doesn't turn it over a bunch. They shoot threes very well. Is that something that's a staple of what you've seen from Mike's team?
Yeah, it's something. If you look at his teams at VCU, they always had really good guard play. I know Mingo's a really good guard there. Freddie Dillion's a really good guard, and I know they have others. I'll start to really dive into them later tonight. But, again, they're a good team.
I think Hershey's closer to them than it is to us. So hopefully we have a good crowd there, and hopefully it's a great environment.
Maybe they go early and indulge in chocolates. So,
Exactly.
maybe that happens. For when you guys get into tournament play, how much do these neutral site games kind of help prepare you for what you might get in an ACC tournament?
Yeah, it's something that's important. We already played Central Florida at a neutral site, although it was in Florida, closer to them. This will be, in Hershey. Hopefully it helps us for the ACC tournament, and hopefully we earn the right to qualify for the NCAA tournament where it's big-time neutral. And so as we put together the schedule, we try to think of all those things and put our guys in different positions, different environments to see how we'll react.
What is the key for you guys to follow up what you did against Binghamton and carry that over into Sunday at noon?
We have to defend at a really, really high level. Obviously, we know Penn State will be more talented individually and collectively than Binghamton. We have to really defend at a high level. I know they have really good guard play, so we have to guard the ball. Our ball screen defense has to be connected, and we have to rebound the basketball. And then hopefully we can execute and share the ball like we did last night. It'd be great if we can make a lot of threes like we did last night. That always helps. But hopefully we can generate great looks.
It's hard to believe it's this time already that the Panthers playing their final non-conference game against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Bill Hillgrove will be calling that game with Curtis Aiken. I know you're pleased to have those guys back at the mic.
Definitely. I mean, Mr. Hillgrove obviously is a legend, and what he means to the city of Pittsburgh and to the Pittsburgh sports teams, specifically the University of Pittsburgh and the Steelers. I know he's not doing them anymore. And then Kurt, is a guy that played here, that wore this jersey. I know how much that means to him since he came here from Buffalo. He's a Yinzer now. Has made his life here. He's an incredible businessman. Been incredibly successful as a mentor to so many people here. And so to have them be a part of the broadcast and be a part of our program is huge.
That will start pregame at 11:30. It's Pitt Penn State right here on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.